In our Sunrise Smart Start this morning, the family of 16-year-old Jaquise Davis, who was shot and killed on Monday night, dealing with a nightmare becoming all too familiar.
The family spoke on the tragedy, saying they do not believe Davis was the intended target. The family also gave their thoughts on violence throughout the city, telling children and teens to be careful who they talk to, reinforcing the need for both justice and change.
21-year-old Kelvin Vickers, the man accused of killing Rochester police officer Anthony Mazurkowitz, pleading not guilty to all charges in court yesterday. Dozens from the law enforcement community as well as Officer Mazurkowitz's family appeared in court for the arraignment. Vickers was indicted on several charges, including aggravated murder, a charge that carries a life without parole sentence if convicted.
Police have identified the man shot and killed Tuesday night on Roycroft Drive. We're told 26-year-old Kenneth Johnson was found inside a residence in the area and was shot multiple times. He was rushed to Strong Memorial Hospital, where he died shortly after. Currently, no suspects are in custody. Police ask anyone with information to call 911.
Republicans in the state assembly gathering to discuss their ideas of solutions for gun violence. The suggestions include more resources for law enforcement, increasing access to mental health treatments facilities, and a study on the effects of poverty and detrimental effects of recent criminal justice legislation. They say the government needs to place its focus on their residents. And after a string of homicides, the Rochester Police Department is reporting the total number of homicides is up to 48 so far this year. This casting a light on Rochester Mayor Malik Evans' gun violence state of emergency that promises to focus on hotspots that have a high level of violence, like the North Clinton area. Wednesday, Rochester Police, the Ibero-American Action League, and others hosted an event to give community members access to services, education, and resources, hoping it might reduce gun violence. They also had resources for health care, more specifically mental health.
Ooh, James, great morning for a bike ride.
Yeah.
60s. Maybe a light sweater, though.
Yeah, sure. Right. Long sleeves possible for you on a nice, crisp morning like this. 60s for you, partly cloudy. Temperatures take a while to warm up. We'll get into the 70s late morning, eventually upper 70s by this afternoon. If it's a day to maybe play a little bit of golf, it should be a good one for that as well. Mostly sunny skies. I would say after about 2 or 3 o'clock. Could take several hours to shake the clouds, but we eventually will. Should make for a nice night. We'll take a last look at the weekend forecast at the end of the show. Allie and Mel, back to you.
All right, James, thank you. Let's take another look at our roads and our sunrise traffic. Same story out there. No accidents to report. 394, 95, 90 on time, so should be a smooth ride into work.
Well, after a man was killed and another injured at the House of Mercy, in tackling mental health are being highlighted, especially in the context of a homeless shelter.
Officials telling us crews from Monroe County Department of Human Services are working with residents facing trauma and grief after that tragic event Monday morning. Sister Grace says there's a need for even more help when it comes to, quote, deep psychological issues some may face. She says she knew Nathaniel John Pierre III, the man accused of the fatal stabbing. Sister Grace says they tried getting him help.
A 13-year-old boy is dead after an ATV crashed in Huron, Wayne County. This, we're told, happened around 12:30 yesterday afternoon on Brick Schoolhouse Road. Upon arrival, troopers tell us they tried to perform life-saving measures on the boy, but to no avail. He died later at the hospital a few hours afterwards. An investigation into this incident is ongoing.
23-year-old Davon Davis was killed in March when he crashed with an SUV on his bicycle on Linden Avenue in Brighton. The driver of the SUV, Jadinius Backus, was later arrested for DWI and charged with vehicular manslaughter. A state police report cites Davis as a contributing factor to that accident because he was driving in the wrong lane. The report also points to low light and fog conditions as a factor. Last month, Backus was indicted by a grand jury where his charges were reduced to a misdemeanor for a DWI. The family of Davis now demanding justice for him, saying, quote, "This man took him from our family due to him being irresponsible and under the influence. We have yet to receive an apology. We want justice." A man connected to a double shooting back in April has now been identified by police.
Police say 28-year-old Javar Lewis is accused of shooting two people at 55 North Plymouth Avenue in the city on April 16th. The two victims, a 32-year-old woman and a 36-year-old man, both survived the incident. We're told Lewis is charged with 2 counts of second-degree criminal possession of a weapon and another count in the 3rd degree. And a jury in Monroe County finding 22-year-old Joseph Rivera guilty of second-degree murder after he fatally stabbed 47-year-old Heather Majors at least 77 times. The incident took place back in July of 2021, and we're told Rivera will be sentenced on September 14th.
The National Transportation Safety Bureau has released a report on the 2020 plane crash that killed attorney Steve Barnes and his niece. The preliminary report did not provide a cause of the crash, though it did include a timeline, witness statements, and air traffic control audio. Barnes and his niece Elizabeth were flying from New Hampshire to Buffalo when the plane plummeted to the ground off Route 33 in Pembroke. Barnes was piloting the plane, and the report says he did not have any drugs or alcohol in his system, and the plane was up to date on safety features. For the full report, you can head to our website, rochesterfirst.com.
Veterans and surviving family members of veterans impacted by military burn pits joined President Biden to celebrate the signing of the PACT Act, the law expanding health care benefits for millions of veterans by linking 23 different respiratory illnesses and cancers to toxic exposure from military burn pits. Affected veterans and advocates, including some from our area, have been fighting for the passage of this bill for years. Well, switching gears, new this morning, if you are looking to get your teeth cleaned soon, you're in luck, because For the Love of God Dentistry is hosting a free dental day this weekend.
Jatira Marsh joining us in the studio this morning with more information on this. Jatira, good morning.
Good morning. You'll have your choice of a cleaning, filling, or a non-surgical extraction, and it's all first come, first served.
Take a look. We'll just keep looking around here. There's going to be just an entire community, people from other organizations who like to serve people are going to be out here ministering to those people while they wait as we serve over 100 people.
Dr. Oliver Cabrera, the owner of Grease Family Dentistry, says you won't need to bring any paperwork to have your teeth cleaned for free.
All they need is a comfortable pair of clothes, dress for the weather, a chair. They're going to be waiting outside.
For 5 years, Dr. Cabrera says he's been doing this, continuing to reach people who are in need.
People who lack access to care, every year they fall through the cracks. And so serving the needy, serving the uninsured people, we have a heart for that. And that's why we created For the Love of God Dentistry, to provide access to those people.
He says he thinks this is a great event and is excited to provide this free service to the community.
Now, the event will take place at 3101 West Ridge Road in Building C from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. this Saturday. Allie, Amel, back to you.
Jatira, great cause. Thank you so much for that story. Here's what some people might be talking about at the water cooler this morning. Stefan Diggs had a lot of people asking questions when they arrived at the Bills camp yesterday. Mainly, where was Diggs? Now, fortunately, there was nothing wrong, and about an hour into practice, the wide receiver showed up. He was taking a veteran's rest. Glad nothing is wrong with him, of course.
Yeah, that's...
we need him.
That's become a popular option for a lot of veterans. We know they're great players already. Yeah. They've got, you know, a lot of tread on the tires, so to speak. So give them a little bit of a break. Let them take a couple of days off. Some of them get it written in their contract that they don't have to go to certain amounts of practice. I am still working on that in my contract. Hasn't gotten approved yet. We're working every day here at News 8. Playground forecast, upper 70s. Clouds this morning make way for sun this afternoon. Great day for you at the playground, especially after about 2 or 3 o'clock when the clear skies out. Friday, Saturday, both looking great, mostly sunny skies. Love Saturday, should be the better of the 2 weekend days. Bump up in the cloud coverage on Sunday, and then the rain chances looks like they return as we get into the middle of next week. So certainly lots to look forward to over the next couple of days.
All right, James, thank you so much. Can't wait for those nice temperatures ahead, Amel.
Me too.
Any
James, are
big
you going to
plans?
take Mason to the playground today?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. We've got a couple of things going on later this afternoon. We do have swimming. I mentioned to you guys we do baby swim later today, so maybe if we could squeeze it in.
All right. Well, thank you, and thanks so much for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update is coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is next.